Everybody, and welcome to another video from Tall Travels here in the beautiful city of St. Petersburg in Russia. It's white nights at the moment. It's absolutely fantastic, but we're not going to be talking about St. Petersburg today. We're going to be talking about Boulder Bolognese. Hello everybody, somebody sent me something yesterday, a screenshot of Bald and Bankrupt's Instagram profile. Now, I can't actually see his Instagram because he blocked me, but yeah, so he's in Germany, I think, after his trip to Mongolia, I think it was. And he's posted something, a picture of a spaghetti bolognese, and it says, ripped off, £15 for 3 mouthfuls of pasta. Germany, like the UK, must be a failed state. And then, they need their old leader and some Hugo Boss suits back in power to sort things out. Anyway, chaps, I've had some comments on my YouTube profile in the past when I've been referring to Bald and Bankrupt, taking the piss out of him. And some people have left comments like, Bold is living rent-free in your head, or you're just jealous of Bald and Bankrupt. Of course I'm jealous that Bald and Bankrupt has 3.8 million subscribers. Do I deserve 3.8 million subscribers? Of course not. And to be honest, he deserves his success. He's festered in some of the world's most depraved shitholes. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm an ex-friend of Bald and Bankrupt. We're good friends for about 10 years, something like that. So yeah, we traveled to a lot of places together, spent a lot of time in Ukraine together, Russia, Serbia, unfortunately, where else? Armenia, Kyrgyzstan. So everybody, as I said, we spent a lot of time hanging out together and traveling together, and his diet has always been the same: spaghetti bolognese, Greek salads and chips. So he gets his food on the table, everybody. He's got his salad, his chips, his spaghetti bolognese, his coffee. He's a very fast eater, Bold. He's got this tiny little mouth like a tortoise or something, so he's munching away on these lettuce leaves. Like, so he's all done in like 3 minutes or something. Then he disappears without leaving a tip and spends the rest of the day farting. Now I can only imagine how indignant Mr. Bold must have felt in Germany to be charged £15 for a spaghetti bolognese. I mean, you have to be a millionaire to afford those kind of prices. Oh, hang on, isn't Bold a millionaire? And Bold must have been doubly indignant because £15 is more than he likes to spend on a prostitute. Allegedly. I saw something on a YouTube video, okay? Now don't listen to anything I say. I've only known the guy for 10 years and traveled all around the world with him. Anyway, everybody, we can say all of this is just a joke. It's just satire. Like Kanye West, you know, talking about the Jews. Oh, by the way, Bald and Bankrupt isn't Jewish, despite what I said about his spending habits. Now everyone, let's cast our minds back to the year 2020 when there was a COVID pandemic. So both of us were in Serbia, sharing the same apartment, and we know what happened with him. And I ended up with long COVID. I still have it. But to give you an idea how miserly this guy is, when it came to me eventually encouraging him to go to hospital, I told him to get an ambulance, but he refused. He didn't want to pay the money for an ambulance despite being a millionaire. So what did he do? He took a taxi. I have no idea what happened to that taxi driver. I hope he's okay. So guys, one day I'm going to tell you what really happened in Serbia, maybe in my memoirs or something like that. Now everybody, let's talk a little bit more about Serbia, because it wasn't just Bold and I that was in Serbia. There's also a certain Mr. Harold Boulder. Now I got nothing against Harold Boulder, really. I mean, he's the kind of person you meet once in your life, then you make your excuses and disappear. This Hugo Boss thing that Ben is blabbing on about, when Harold came to Belgrade, he was absolutely plastered in Hugo Boss from head to toe. And I thought he was having a midlife crisis or something, you know, because there's a bit of a middle-aged brand. But then I put 2 and 2 together and I kind of read some other stuff about him and yeah, came to some conclusion, let's say. I tell you what, the best thing I like about Harold Boulder is that when he was in Belgrade and he found out that his so-called busy mate, Bald and Bankrupt, was in intensive care, he immediately left the country. So high five, Harold. To be honest, in hindsight, I should have done exactly the same instead of looking after him when he was in intensive care. Anyway, guys, Mr. Bald and Bankrupt seems like the kind of person that when he hears about some disaster in the world, some financial crisis, hyperinflation, natural disaster or something like that, when he knows it's cheap there and the spaghetti bolognese is no more than £3 and a hooker is maybe no more than £3, he'll get a flight straight there. In fact, everybody, it would be nice for Bold to have an app on his phone. You know, he could get notifications when certain countries reach his price point, which is £3 for spaghetti bolognese, £2 for Greek salad, and for a street walker, I don't know, £5. Now, everybody, if Bald and Bankrupt did use hookers, and I'm not saying he does, but he's just the kind of person that would ask for his $20 back on account of erectile dysfunction. So, everybody, I thought for a while that Bold's stingy, miserly behavior is just one of his personality traits, and kind of laughed about it. But after a while, I thought, you stingy twat. Anyway, everybody, I think I've said my piece on Spaghetti Gate, so yeah, thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for the next video. It's a beautiful day here in St. Petersburg and no doubt I'm going to do some filming soon. Bye-bye.